I come to you today to educate these people. Because I have to say this, and I want y'all to hear this very carefully. We are not people that march. The people that marched at that time thought they was changing things, but all they did was walk into fire. Our ancestors died because they was led to the fire. The problem with this, that some people made a treaty with other individuals and they played a game, and the game came to an ending. If you go back and watch the Martin Luther King tape, when his last speech, he already knew that his people set him up to die. He just prepared and got himself ready. It is the same thing with Malcolm X. Both of these brothers died at the hands of their own people. For all you marching motherfuckers, let me explain to you. The hood don't never march. That is not us. We're not going to sit here and march and sing "We Shall Overcome" and kumbaya stories. It's not going to happen. All y'all want to cry about dumb shit. It was a 14-year-old girl hung, and I ain't hear a motherfucker say nothing about nothing. All I've been seeing is some youngin' went out with his white friends. Everybody knew. Everybody knows what happened or who murdered that young man. But ain't nobody saying nothing. All it is a publicity stunt. When you see these same people from the past showing up, it's always a publicity stunt. It's about money. Look at all them people that was hung on a tree. And this is in my time, in my era. And y'all disagreeable people and sitting up here murdering each other, while some of our own people winding up in the woods. Do you know the tragedy that young girl and them young people had to go through before the time, before that rope was around their neck, strangling them, while their eyes and everything was rolling back? Do y'all know the feeling that she went through? And all y'all want to do is talk about stupid shit. We don't give a fuck who march. That's on them. Look at these people. Go back and look at the pictures of all these brothers and sisters has been hung in these same areas, these same cities where black people shooting each other. Now you got another group of motherfuckers sitting up here killing you too. And all you could talk about is we strapping up ourselves and then going to defend ourselves because nobody's here to protect us. Nobody never came to protect you. Slavery is not the way that you think. They must enslave the mental. That's why they gave you all the images of them being powerful. What you will never stand in front of them, but with picket signs, sprayed by water hoses, and live in the world being shamed for your existence when you created everything in the world. Now you discover that the past is coming right back up. when you put in alignment of what they have already done to you. They only gave you toys to lift you up for you millionaire black men and you billionaire black men. They knew you wouldn't help your people for the scars they gave you mentally. They knew you would leave your people alone. Because if you did, they would have took everything away from you. You big time cowards. Like I explained before, I know what you have done. I have watched you all for a long period of time. But I lost one of my sons, and this earth should have never took him away. I forgive the person who shot him, because my son done wrong, and I stand with God all the way. And I will always stand with the Father. But let me explain to you. While y'all sitting around still on the monkey bars and swings and cheerleading, these people are gathering against you. And you are making a mockery of your own self. You still got the same slave mentality of bowing down to people that don't look like us. And the reason why you bow, because they delivered everything right there in front of you, that they had the power. But let me flex this to you. For the Europeans, they call themselves Americans, that invaded this country and been tricked to separate blacks and whites, and bring in these bathrooms that separated themselves and worked this for a long period of time and made us enemies. I tell you, white people, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, and around the U.S. where these people were hung. Get up off your ass and take care of that situation. It will be no more marching. It will be no more cowardice. It will be no more laying back. It will be no more asking. We will not ask for anything. There's no investigations that's went on, so we already know the odds are always against us. There are many of my people rotting in jail because of beneficial. Everybody wanted to benefit. And what my people think is strength is actually weakness. We cannot foul out each other no more, throwing these stones that Christ spoke about. These stones of words, bringing down people maliciously, taking and using verbal words to destroy the physical body. We're not doing it anymore. We're not asking for anything. Is this what you want? Then you're going to get what you want. You want to call it out because you let somebody influence you to make you feel like you in charge and you are in control. That 14-year-old girl, I feel her energy. I feel her pain. I feel her suffering. And let me tell you something. You better get off your tail. And y'all better handle that. And for the family that put that, the people that put it on that tree, delivered her to that tree where she was scared. Let me explain. Them trees better look like Christmas trees. Y'all better take care of that. It is no more bowling. And if any of my people found bowling, they know what it is. I am not Martin Luther King. I am not Malcolm X. And my people will not set me up. They better not even play with me that way. Y'all have a lot of energy talking. And then some of y'all, I know y'all infiltrators from the way y'all talk. Y'all just be moving y'all lips and talking about nothing. If y'all understood at the time that our people was marching, that black people owned a lot of stuff. The cab companies, the bus, they owned buses. This Rosa Parks bullshit that they sold you on. In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the black people owned the cab companies and the bus companies. So why were they protesting for that? Because the NAACP wanted to position themselves, which is not owned by black people, was always owned by white. Everything that you deal with, Howard University, and everything that blacks had was owned by a hidden white person. All y'all sent money to enslave more people. See, one thing about it, God has sent gifted kids in this world, and the parents didn't even recognize their gifts. So what they did, they sent them to the 12-step program, which is school, to brainwash them, to confuse them, to throw them off, and your kids start losing senses inside of that place because it glorified one section of people and belittled the other. You have teachers sitting up there, not educated, I don't care if they got the degree or not, sitting up there mad at your kid for your kid acting out, and they supposed to learn this, how to deal with different types of energy. They sit around and talk about children when they don't even got the right children at their own house. Children they neglect. During the time of Corona, people had broke up because they had to stay in the house with each other. They didn't even want to be around their own kids. Better yet, husbands and wives, or boyfriends and girlfriends. It didn't make a difference. All this was a roundup, showing the reaction, even when they said they was going into Chicago, sending them people there for the violence in Chicago. Remember, a lot of people got shot in Chicago. Who you think done it? Everything is pointed at you, but everything is not done by you. This is how the hand has been hidden. When they strike through your violence, where you're being violent towards each other. So you can't see their hands when they're playing this game. But we have seen plenty people hung on my time watch. And I'm going to tell y'all like this here. It's no time for games. It's no time for playing. honored our Father. And if we got to send these bodies, our bodies, to the Father and give him the glory, let it lay, let it be where it may. There will be no bowing no more. So anyone that's look like me is in these positions and not saying nothing and doing nothing, you will have to answer. It will be no more shaming and running to your house where you've been catered to, while everybody's in the slums eating out the trash can, where they are still throwing the rations out, where the food is poisonous and so is the water, where everybody's stomachs is getting bloated and the woman is getting bigger, where the stress factors has enlarged itself, where heart attacks is becoming the new disease. You have spreaded things from your hospitals inside of our bodies, things that did not exist when our ancestors walked this earth. You think your hand hasn't been seen. Woman goes into the hospital. All of a sudden, she needed a hysterectomy. She didn't need none of that. This is what you did to my people. Woman went in the hospital. She was healthy. Went in for a cold. Months later, she has cancer. Let me explain to my people. Herpes, AIDS, and cancer looks the same. They can't determine which is which. Because when the virus is inside the body, the virus starts to spread and breaks down the immune system. They knows this. They have played so many games of murdering you all secretly without prosecution. And all you want to say, sit here and talk online about marching. My ancestors died marching. No. A lot of them thought they was dying for change, not to march. Nothing changed. They still showing you up front and doing the same things to you today. We've been standing back for a long time. There will be no more standing back. I don't care what city or state or country you are in. I seen them one time. A group of 6 beat this black man in front of a club. Let me explain. The problem is y'all have a lot of mouth towards each other, and we need to stop it. Gunshots everywhere. Another brother or sister's laying down. Children crying out. The Father said, when will all these things take place? When all these things be judged? When the cup is filled. When one drop of blood drops out that cup, then vengeance will come upon them. I call on the Father. These matters, they have served their duty, and they will not change. They went in hiding for quite some time, but being slick with it. They will not change. They still trying to play the same game over and over, looking for the same results. But I beg to differ. This is different. You have no power, and we are not weak. But you keep playing. Then this world will be tilted over. We begging for nothing. And I don't care about nobody marching, because we shall overcome people ain't gonna do nothing anyway but sit and cry, as I have been to many funerals where you could have saved your child, but been as though you received something from him, you didn't even care. I went to a lot of young men had promising lives, died at the hands of their own friends. And I sat there and looked at them in the casket and said, why did you change to be the way you were when you was not that person? I knew you, and that's always the way I seen you. I never seen you as this evil person that everybody said you was. You allow somebody to make you the man that you never was. Now look at us. The prisons are filled with us. Well, we are lashing out at other people because of their anger, but not seeing the enemy and turning our anger towards the enemy. We are fighting against self. No matter if you Bloods, Crips, Miatas, whatever. These people are your family. And since you've been here, you've been at war with the same people that's part of your family. Just because they don't speak the same language as you, don't make them not your family. You go into the book and you want to find out how these languages were scrambled. For the sins that Shem has created, the Father scrambled up all the languages so y'all wouldn't understand each other. What do you see? I'm here. You want war? Is that what y'all want? I see you. You think that you can control me? You cannot. You want to bring pain to the world? It will never work. I see you clearly who you are. You show your face right here. You showed me your face. Wrong move. Father, Hear thy words, my words. Glory, glory, glory. But whatever we have to do to get peace, it shall be done. On earth as it is in heaven. So forget about the marching. And forget about all these false preachers. There's a 14-year-old girl got hung. And I feel her pain. So I say to you, white brothers and sisters, get up off your ass and go do something. This is the first address, and this is the last address on this matter. Stay peaceful and blessings to you all. And there's no such thing as racism. Racism was created by a group to separate a nation of people so they can never see who's coming after both of them. Thank you.